According to the Office of National Statistics, a child born today in the UK has a 50% chance of living into their early 90s. In other words, for the first time ever, the young can expect to become the very old. There's always been old people before, and of course old people are always young, but that was always a minority. Now it's expected to be the majority. And how we adapt and adjust to that longer life, I think, is one of the key challenges we face, as important as how we adapt to AI and climate change. All of them are important for our future, but nothing strikes us quite so personally as how we age ourselves. Now, adapting to this new, longer life is going to require a huge number of changes in society, in culture, psychology, and it's not going to happen quickly. But we urgently need to focus on achieving a three-dimensional longevity dividend. We already have long lives. We've got to make sure that they're healthier for longer, that health span matches lifespan. And we're also going to make sure that we're productive and engaged for longer. I don't just mean working for longer, but society offering ways that throughout our life we can be engaged and occupied. Now, that's an enormous agenda. But if I had to focus on one thing right now, it'll be focusing on helping people keep working from the age of 50 up to the state pension age. Right now, about 4 in 5 people aged 50 are working. By the age of 65, which is below the state pension age, it's down to 1 in 4. There's an almost continuous decline. Now, for some people, it's because they can afford to work and they don't want to work anymore. But for a large majority of people, it's because they get ill, they have to care for someone who's ill, they can't carry on in the job they're doing because it's too physically challenging, or because there's ageism in the workplace, or because their skills aren't up to date. Increasing the state pension age without tackling those problems seems to me a crazy idea. Forcing people to work for longer is not the same as helping them to work for longer. We have to focus on anti-ageism and legislation that stops age discrimination. We have to focus on skill provision, helping people transit from one type of occupation to another. But if there's one thing that we really have to focus on, it's about keeping people healthy. We're approaching 3 million people in the UK who are unemployed for long-term health reasons, and many of those are older workers. We've got to keep people healthy. And to do that, we've got to shift our focus towards preventative health. So for me, the key thing we need to do is a shift to preventative health. Targeting healthy life expectancy is a key output for the health system and for the economy as a whole. And of course, that will help us be more productive for longer to help us finance longer lives. But health in its own right is an incredibly valuable thing. And as we live longer, the most important health challenge is to age well. And that's something we're not currently set up to achieve.